So we are down here at the Christchurch quay and getting ready to take the ferry across over to the Mudeford Sandbanks, and we're going to be doing part of the Stour Valley Way. It's S-T-O-U-R, and it's actually about 64 miles long, and today we'll be doing about the first 6 miles. So we're here in Christchurch. It's kind of on the southern end of England, and looks like it's going to be a really nice day. Here is the path that's going to lead us up to the top. So the trail does lead you up to the top of the hill, but I've done it a couple times, so I thought I would try a different route. And I'm just following the beach out of Mudeford, and you can see right about now the top where the Coast Guard station is. But this is a great way of going also, and since all the trails kind of bottleneck once you get to the end, it's really 6 of one and half a dozen of the other. If you're up on the trail, you get a great view, which I'll try to get some pictures of here later. But being from Colorado, I'm loving walking along the ocean. Come down the beach, you'll see, the cliffs will get a lot shorter, and like the little dude right there, if you're going to go up and over, you could go down a little further, and there's some stairs and such, but stairs? Are you kidding? So here's your marker, and just follow it up to the top. So that's north, and we are on top of the hill, and I can see why this would have been a great place to have a fort. Because you can see a long way. There's Christchurch. Here we are. So while I'll admit, like the information on the internet says, the trail is kind of hard to follow. Once you get here to Ferry, there's so many people, whichever way you go, it all kind of leads to Mudeford, and whether you go up the hill first and then back along the beach or vice versa, doesn't matter. It just makes for a great walk. I highly recommend it. First sign you'll come up to is this one, and if you go more east you'll come to the ferry, but in this case we're going to be following this trail here, and it's going to take us to Holdenhurst, about 4.5 miles, which is really I guess it's kind of north. So as you follow the trail, here's your next sign. Points to where we've just come from, and this one points to where we're going. And and you just cross the street and you'll see the gate on the other side. So look at this cool fence. It's made with twigs that are interwoven. Can't get more natural than that. I know I keep putting that prairie in the background, but it's really a good landmark because you can see it from a long way. And every now and again, you hit this where the trail ends, but basically you can just see the kind of beaten path from all the years of walking. So just stick with it. All right. And as we pass through that gate, we come up to the marina. So have I mentioned the weather yet? Well, it's pretty much like Denver. Sit tight for 20 minutes and it'll change. Two things that you might want to keep in mind if you're starting to feel a little disoriented on this trail, which does happen from time to time. One is that you keep the river. I mean, it is the river way, so when in doubt, kind of follow the river-ish. And then the other is the trail itself is made out of this yellow kind of stones, which might be kind of hard to see because it's a little dark here. But yeah, that's a big help, is this kind of yellow stone thing. So, FYI. I'm going to follow it up to the left. You'll see a sign at the top of the road. Okay, gonna go to the right and follow it to the main road. Right, so here is Tuckton Road, just past the roundabout, and you're gonna go left. Follow the sidewalk around. Alright, so at I-Ford Lane, and the sign is there, it's just really small. Gonna make a right-hand turn, and you're gonna follow that down. Up. Alright, I've come up probably about 100 yards, and you'll see the sign here, and we're gonna go down this path, which hopefully will follow the river. Stay on the path, Luke. Well, that was just kind of a short little path. Just really got you off the main road, if nothing else. But here's the sign. I know it's hard to see, but I'm gonna hang a right, go down towards the tennis courts. So continue down the street, and we're gonna go under the railroad crossing. So right past the bridge is this gate, this livestock area. It's not really the path, but it takes you off the road, and it'll take you up to this football pitch park type thing. So you go through a second gate and then you walk down, and while there's no real path, you can see where people have walked in the past. You go through the next gate. Oh, a little muddy, but it is that time of year. Alright, so at this point we are going to go left, and we will go back to the I-Ford Road, and again we'll make a right-hand turn back onto the road and follow it up for a bit. Alright, so follow the sidewalk to the Old Bridge Road, and you're going to make a right-hand turn, and basically just follow the bike path down past these trailers. Caravans, I believe they're called in England. So you do go past the I-Ford Bridge, and it's tempting to go across, but you don't really. You continue up the road, and while it's tricky to see from here, you're actually just going to cross the street, road, and you'll see the trail on the other side. Good luck on crossing the road. So remember, we have to cross the street, and this is where we just came from, and then this is where we're going to be going. Okay, well, we'll stay on this path, but not for very long actually. The turnoff is coming up here, although the sign is pretty small. Got to keep your eyes open. Alright, so here it is. It's kind of off this way, which really looks like you're getting off the beaten path, but that's which way the sign says. Alright, well, again, I'm just going to stick with the signs, even though it's looks a little off the beaten path. But you can see it's lightly beaten. Alright, well, we've come up to the next little trail. I don't see a sign, and I know that the river is on my right, so that is the way I'm going to go. Keeping in mind that it is the kind of the river walk, so when in doubt, try to stay close to or by the river. Makes sense, eh? Well, lo and behold, there it is. More kind of FYI. Cool. Could bring the dogs if I had one here. So go past the bridge. Do not cross. Danger, strong current. And this one's a little tricky to see, but you just walk past, make a right, and proceed forward. So head right through those trees. And here again, there are no trails per se. You just kind of skirt the edge. And as you proceed to this one is a real easy one to miss. Because there it is, kind of behind the bush. Ah, this is a good sign. Got a little bridge to cross over. Haven't lost the trail yet. So as we go past this little arch, ouch, right in the head, you could go left, but you really want to go to the right. And it's fairly obvious because there's the bridge. So where we've come from and where we're off to. I always wondered how they trimmed all those hedgerows. Alright, well, welcome to Holdenhurst. This is village. This is it. I'm in the town center right now. See a little post box. Just went past that cool old church. Seeing a dog. Lots of people. Whole thing was about 4.5 miles. Took about 3 hours, but that's because I took it pretty slow. Lots of pictures. It's a beautiful walk. Lots of people. If you're looking for a walk that's kind of away from everybody, this is not the one, but it's a great walk and pretty close to an urban walk.